aliens. Right.
What?
The prostitute story.
I'm talking
You
about
ready?
ass. What are you talking about?
Prostitute story. You guys ready? Are you ready for this?
Bondage? I'm in.
I should be able to hire my own tweaker to beat up another tweaker.
Gets high fives from the boys.
It's the stupidest thing I ever heard of.
Good
Hey.
afternoon
How are we?
with the men.
How are we?
How
I say that now.
we?
How are we there? This
How
Wednesday. I'm at that point where I have
Is it?
no idea what day.
Yeah, trash.
It's all blending. It's all
Yeah.
blending together now.
Yeah, I literally was running back and forth at my house this afternoon. It was just like one kid, another kid. But we did it. Got everything I needed to get done. Plus a little extra.
100%
So.
get that to a T. That's exactly, I mean,
Yeah. Just
it
gotta
was a
figure
mad
out
dash to get out of even where we were at. Got everything we needed to accomplish, though. Got it done. Like real men do. Despite the odds.
Hold up one
Always
second.
prevail.
Like real men do.
Oh man, you got that echo in there even on the back line. That is a sick shirt though.
Thanks, dude.
Maybe Killer Acid
This-
can
this
give us
is-
a...
Goodwill find, bro.
That's a Goodwill find.
Yeah.
Dang. That is a sick Goodwill find. What's the back at?
Yeah, that's sick. No bad trips, dude. No bad trips.
And how much did you drop on this
Oh, dude.
Goodwill
It
find?
was like $12.
12 bucks
Something
from
like that,
Goodwill,
man. Just-
people.
It's a little bit too
Have
big.
faith in the Goodwill.
So it's perfect. It'll last me 20 years. Calling it.
So there we are. What do we got going on? We were back on this Thursday. Look at me. You'd think this is Halloween. No. This is how I am after a long day of working. I'm disgusting. Look at me. All
I
colors.
felt bad too. I was like, fuck, man, I'm going to get a shower in, and he's not. Like, I knew it was going to happen too, but I'm surprised. Like I said, I did that right at 4:40, knowing I had to leave the house at 5:10 to get here at 5:30, like I said I would. So
Oh, yeah.
it was like,
On it.
and it was like doing my loads of laundry in between the kids' baths and our showers is just like,
It literally comes down to like getting your day scheduled 20 minutes at a time. It seems like, okay, I can get to here, and then here to here, and then okay, and then here to here. Okay, boom, boom, boom.
and then I
boom,
even have a
boom,
hard
and
time
home.
because right before I left the house, I had to run downstairs. Even though I was like on my way to the car, I had to run downstairs to swap the laundry and get the last of it in the dryer.
And it's like you get home, and then the first thing you want to do is actively relax. You've worked. I want to relax. No, that's not happening. It's going to war, and then settling the storm, and then locking in for podcasts, and here we are. We are in it.
We're doing it.
And then tomorrow is once again.
Yeah.
And the day after, and
And the
then
next day, and
I am
the next
so
day.
looking forward to the weekend. I can't even begin to.
I tell you, I was very happy to see the last couple steps coming my way when I was masking this morning.
That, and
Oh, man.
it's been
Yeah.
that's such a ridiculous amount of masking. Even the masking I gotta do behind.
I mean, and I thought the last time we did stairs were bad when I just had to I could cover the whole thing, right? And it was just like awkward with the RAM board. Because
I
you had
almost
to
think
bend it,
this.
but
I think this is kind of easier with just cutting all those out and then just taping it all in.
it wasn't bad. Obviously, like the getting all the lines right, and on the one side, like you said, we're trying to kind of line it up best way I could without making it look like shit.
Honestly, I think that house was worse, guys. If you would have seen it, it is a house that makes you want to just blow your brains out, honestly. And you wish that you never chose to step into that house in the first place, but you stick with it and you stick with it, and then you get it done and you feel so good when it's finally over.
Hell yeah.
Almost the point I start crying. I'm like, yes.
I have been wanting to bust out my GoPro and like come around the corner and catch you guys doing something goofy, but we've also had a shitload of trades in there, so we can't really Maybe once we get the house to ourselves.
And I love working with DJ. You'll see him, and he's having just a great time by himself, having a, just getting his own thing done, working at his own pace, having a good time. And I gotta come in there. I'm like, he's a little too happy. I'm gonna have to mess this up right now.
Is that what it is?
Are you enjoying yourself right now? Huh? I'm gonna need this all sanded out immediately because I want to get out of here.
That's why I always have a resting bitch face.
No, we flat got after it.
Hell yeah, dude, that's dope.
With running the show, everything becomes how much you perceive your guys can handle against any time on any allotted situation.
Well, I mean, I remember when it was just two of us, and I was like, how the fuck did he do this by himself? And now that there's three of us, I'm sure you're just like, oh, shit's happening pretty fucking.
It's nice.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm sure my son could attest. I mean, I'm just at work all the time, and he had to come with me so many of those jobs where he'd just be sitting there for hours on end.
Yeah. Yeah, I was ready for it. Get the kids to freaking just share, if they could even do that, but to share my phone and watch some YouTube and shut up.
Literally. I mean, my son isn't in there in the kitchen handling OG right now, whipping up Alfredo.
Making everybody dinner, dude? That's fucking bad.
Son is on it. After,
sick, bro.
Like I said, once you get through the war, come out on the other side and everything's all good.
Have a daughter, dude. They say, dude. Actually, no one told me that. And I actually knew it was going to happen because I always, growing up, said I wanted two boys just like my parents had. And I knew I was going to get blessed with a girl first thing. And that is definitely what happened. Humbled me up real quick.
I mean, that becomes the case too. And like I said, when you actually have to, when they look at you in the face and then you have to have the answers and then you have to also tell them, I'm just trying to make you a way better version of myself. I know some things and you're much smaller than me, and I can do my best to get you past all these pitfalls that await you if you're just thrown to the wolves.
I always say that though. Just trying to make you the best person. I might come off like you might think I'm mean, but I'm just trying to make you the best. Yeah. Person. That's all we're
I even hope my employees, that comes across to my employees. I'm like, yeah, I can do all this stuff by myself, but if I do it all by myself, it will kill me. Slowly kill me. Do I want to be a miserable old man? Not really.
So, on your way home from a long day of work, what are you getting down to? What are you jamming to on the way home? What's your music choice?
I didn't even take my phone and put it on Bluetooth. It was, I got such a mad dash to get everything, and I was just so focused and thinking, you know what I mean? Talking to DJ on the way back, I listen to music on my phone.
On your phone music,
not even Bluetooth. It was just literally on the speaker.
Yeah, not through your car, but actually just phone music. Okay, yeah.
And I don't even know what was playing. It was just background noise at the end of the day. There is one song, St. John. I don't know, but that something about in the trap. I was like, man, this is my shit right here. We're gonna go hard with this later on when it's just me chilling by myself, reflecting on the day.
And next question: do you roll your windows down and let people listen to what you listening to? When you find a good song, do you do that?
I am. I'm terrible. I have my music blaring, but I am the first person to be it when I'm at home to be like, hey, turn that shit down.
I saw the most bizarre thing on my way over here. I had to write it down. It's the first thing I wrote down on our list, and I wrote down polka music.
I didn't even get what the hell was happening with this. Like
polka music.
What year is it? It's 2024, right? Polka is the farthest thing that I can possibly think of that people are
can
listening
listen
to.
to whatever they want to listen to. But when you roll your windows down and let it be heard by the rest of society, you open yourself to be judged a little bit. Not who I expected to see listening to polka music. She looked like a librarian, nice small face with
Sexy
glasses.
librarian or
I didn't get
like
that good
librarian?
Didn't get that good of a look because I was also trying to not be like.
But you know,
Dude,
know whether or not she's a sexy librarian.
She might have been a sexy librarian a little bit, like
sexy librarian.
But
almost wanted to take a double.
Blaring out the window threw me off, and I was like, you can't be a sexy librarian if this is what you jam out to. Like, I'm talking jamming so hard that if I had my radio probably at like 30%, and I had to turn it up to have it not get drowned out by her polka music.
What were you listening to that you refused to get drowned out by polka music?
I've just been listening to 96.3, honestly.
So you just turned the radio up louder? What was playing? What song?
I do not remember. It did not matter.
So the polka music won.
Yes. Because it's all I could think about. I was just like, dude, get your polka
That's so
music
funny
out
just
of my face.
to pause for a moment. It did win.
But the next thing is, if I'm jamming something, it's usually like an EDM song that I think is really sick, and other people probably think it's annoying. Or I did have a phase where I was listening to Will Colin, and he's kind of more like an acoustic love songs. He's kind of like. That's the way I'll explain it. But
it is funny to think about you.
With my windows.
Yeah, with your windows. And you're trying to love and
trying to
I'm
love
surprised
myself.
you did not get a milkshake chucked through your window though. You know what I mean?
Yeah. How
dare you try to enjoy yourself? Take it down a peg or two.
But yeah, not polka music.
I'm
definitely blared some music that people probably think is
I'm definitely brown enough where I can get away with listening to a lot of music openly and loudly, and most people are like, once in a while they will check me. I'm not that dark enough where they won't check me, but
I know you're animated enough that if you're jamming, you probably move into your music, right?
Oh, I'm getting it,
dude. This lady just polka music. I mean, that's not polka, but it was just like
that really sounded like from like India or something.
Yeah. But literally just stone cold polka blaring, no emotion in the face at all. I'm just like, how can you be listening to music that loud? You're like, that's obviously your jam, lady. Get into it. If you're embarrassed about people looking at you, so you won't dance in your car, but you have your windows down while you're blaring polka music, like, you never go full polka. I guess. Maybe that's what she didn't want to go full polka. Maybe I answered my own question. If she would have been
what
dancing,
if she just like cannot wait to get home and practice? She's like, as soon as I get home, I'm gonna play this song so good.
Now that is a whole different story. She was sitting there analyzing the string movement of the second banjo in the polka band or whatever.
Is it possible she was listening to Weird Al Yankovic?
No, I was sitting there long enough that if it was Weird Al, I'd have been like, yeah.
Because he does have polka tracks, so I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't Weird Al.
Maybe.
Did she look like she might have had? Did she look like the chick from Kirk's Grocery? I could see her enjoying that kind of humor right there.
Yeah, legitimately, you plump up her face 15%, and that's the polka lady.
It all comes full circle.
It all makes sense.
Her
glasses probably aren't even prescription. They're probably just glass lenses.
And if you are one of these people who travel around with an entourage who just claps at everything you say, go kill yourself. That's the fucking stupidest thing I ever heard.
We do not condone anything, but did you hear that in 2023 alone, you're gonna have to look this up because I don't want to get the number wrong. There was like
DJ, get ready to look something up.
look up how many medical assisted suicides were in Canada in 2023. Yeah.
What?
Apparently, Canada legalized this. Is this legit? I heard it on our good buddy JRE. 2022, there were 13,241 reported in Canada.
MAID, which
Medical
stands
assisted something. I will have to get the exact.
for involuntary death.
I think that's it.
Death.
I think that's it. I think that sounds exactly right.
Medical assistance in dying.
Yeah.
So death is dying,
In
but
dying, yeah.
medical assistance. And that's, you know, it's crazy.
13,000.
That's not, because there is that one lady who went to jail here who was doing the same thing. You ever heard that?
I did a little bit.
There's two. So you're saying in the year 2022,
There was 13,000 medical assisted
And
maids, is what
those
they're called.
were, how does that work with their universal healthcare thing they got going on up there? You know what I mean? Everybody gets taken care of. If they
From the government's point,
deem you
from the-
unfit to live, they can kill you?
From the government's point of view, if you walk in and ask for it, they probably want to do that so they don't have to pay for your medical bills ever again. One final medical bill, sir? We'll take that deal.
So you're strongly against this?
As they talked about it on Joe's podcast, what if it was somebody that could have been talked down? I am not in favor of medical assisted deaths.
I would say that it's headed that way. It's straight Futurama. People stop believing in God, and then they'll start offing themselves, because what is the point of life if there is nothing to live for?
I don't think the government should be paying for it.
Oh, the government.
I mean, because they're
already taking care of people. So say this person has chronic, stage 4 cancer. They will die. There's no way.
That makes sense, right? Like in situations like that, I could wholeheartedly agree with someone's decision to do that, but I don't think I would like to hope that's what's happening, and that those were situations like that. But I don't think so. I think people are just being able to walk in there and be like, I don't feel like I want to be here anymore.
It'd be a tough one to jump until you get way more information on that one, because.
But it's interesting that it is even legal up there. It's not legal in the States.
But why not? I mean, when it all becomes like a thing. It's a morality thing.
And if you're not doing it medically, you're just gonna do it. You're just gonna try to do it yourself, right? It's a weird one. I feel weird about it when I heard it. I was like,
I think that's way better than somebody blowing their brains out and
having a loved one find one. Yeah,
that would suck.
Yeah, 100%.
As somebody who personally knows 100%. Somebody who went through this, it's a dark place, and where their mind is at. And I think he is happy that it didn't go through at the end of the day, because he has wonderful children now and a wife and everything that keep him up on the up and up.
Yeah,
but it was real close.
That was how my grandfather decided to.
And I thought I was doing a service to him, but not letting anybody know where he lived. But he had planned that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, So like I said, it's a weird one. I don't know how I feel about it. It could, yeah, it's just weird. Weird to think about.
I mean, in a country like Canada where you have to go with them for every medical thing that you have.
Yeah, and it's also weird that they got to the point of they were like canceling your bank account, freezing your bank account if you were going against like I can't remember exactly what was going on. Why can you look that up? Why they were freezing bank accounts in Canada? It was really questionable. I think it was.
While you look this up, I gotta
stuff.
Step over and make sure my soda's handling business.
Yeah.
Dad mode.
Let's see. Canada was freezing the banks. I thought it was back when COVID was going on, and it was when people were being claimed of spreading misinformation about COVID, but I could be wrong. Oh, it was the trucking convoy. Yes, that's what it was. Okay. Yep. So the trucking convoy of 2022, the strike that all the truckers were doing, if anyone was kind of, I guess, caught helping or being one of those guys, they were freezing bank accounts of those people. So it's pretty crazy that you would think if you were doing something and your government just froze your bank account. Essentially, it'd be like if the CIA finally found me and decided to shut down all of our bank accounts because we're running a podcast where we talk about stuff like this. That's where it would be outrageous. Outrageous. But it does seem like that's where it's headed. It's a scary time right now. We've got Hurricane Milton that's supposed to hit in a few hours, which looks like it did on the latest news reports that we were watching. It did drop down to a category 3, which is good, but still not great. So we got water rushing into Fort Myers Beach. So we're already starting to see surge. Man, I really hope everybody over there is prepared for that. It is really cool. I did see somebody here on our local Billings neighborhood watch. They are starting a caravan that's going to leave here on October 27th. They are starting to ask people if they have any extra blankets and things like that. So we've got a caravan that is planning to leave here out of Montana and head down to North Carolina and Florida and try to give some relief. So, excuse me. So that is absolutely insane and really cool to see on our local neighborhood watch that they're going to caravan all the way down there from here. That's super cool. Talking a little bit about the hurricanes and stuff down there because we have to. And actually, guys, the next thing, there's even more that we got to worry about than all the hurricanes and fires and shit, dude.
So, and you did discuss then even everything that was going on today then that they're dealing with.
Milton, the water's already starting to rise.
Well, there's tornadoes that are...
Tornadoes?
Yeah, there's tornadoes that are sparking off of this bad boy. Touching down, causing even more.
I didn't even see that.
Yeah, and this was... Yeah, I didn't even know this. We were finding this out on our way back from Park City today.
It's crazy. But we also have a CME that's headed our way. A coronal mass ejection off of the sun is on its way. It should be here tomorrow. And they can cause aurora, like the aurora borealis. We just had one a couple months ago.
I've never seen the aurora borealis just a few days, last week.
Last week?
Yeah.
This weekend, I think it was supposed to be here. Yeah. Well, that's supposed to hit tomorrow, and I didn't know this. I knew it obviously affected radios and satellites, but I did not know that it has potential to affect pipelines. It can cause a charge in the pipelines, an electromagnetic charge, which then I think can like burst and shit. But it can cause pipelines to become charged
So then that,
electrically. And depending
How
on
much
what's
do we
inside
got
of
when
them,
it comes to that sort of? You looked into that, DJ, at all?
a geomagnetic storm effect on pipelines. Because I didn't know that they would
Well,
even
even
affect
beyond it, I
pipelines.
mean, it's the same as like we've been having them for quite a.
because this isn't the first. We've had one not even
Yeah,
that
one
long
recently,
ago.
yeah, and I don't think that one really caused any major
Yeah, there
issues
was
or anything.
nothing.
But if one ever does take out our power grid, dude, we're fucked.
Yes, but that's one of those things I'm not.
Imagine the
It's
power
like
grid goes
worrying
down
about
right
Yellowstone
Yeah,
every
it's
single
true.
day.
now. It's true.
This is just one more thing. I mean, that's just like how scared are we gonna be, everybody?
I'm also wondering if that's why we are seeing some of the strongest hurricanes that we've seen, and we're seeing multiple of them in the Atlantic. And last month, they had some hit over in Europe. Had hurricanes in Europe last month or something that DJ was looking at earlier.
I mean, it really becomes: are you gonna
Perpetuate the fear, or are you gonna understand that this is how this bad boy gets down with itself,
Oh,
and
man.
you're along for the ride?
Yeah,
Get some stuff done in the meantime.
I now totally agree with the guy in Little Nicky who's always got the sign. It's the end of days. The end of our time is near. I'm gonna go running through the streets and tell everybody.
I don't think it is.
No, I don't think so
we have
either.
hundreds of good years ahead of us.
Yeah.
For every time we've even got hit with the worst of things, between nuclear catastrophes, even nuclear power plants, Chernobyl, the wars, Korea, Afghanistan, all of them all over, the fires that we continuously have had at Santa Cruz was on fire. Arson investigation, they burned their own stuff down between the riots in San Francisco. The list goes on and on and on and on and on and on.
200 years ago, we were getting hit with hurricanes just as bad as this in Florida. Like, yeah.
And the world
Happens all the
continues on.
time. I know, I just like to scare people.
I don't understand. I mean,
That would be a good Christmas or Halloween outfit.
There you go.
be a coronal mass ejection. It looks like ejection.
A Colonel Master Ejection. Had one of those this evening.
That makes you sound like going up to the Vig and getting their Colonel. Man, that sucker is so damn good.
But I can't afford to eat another shitty meal like that.
You know what is really good? The fried enchilada bites at the, goodness gracious, I can't remember the name of that place. It's downtown.
That's a good name for a restaurant. Does anybody have
Goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious. Oh, have you heard? There's a bar in
TJ,
South
can you
Dakota
look that
somewhere
up?
that's
It's
called
our-
My Ex's Place.
Oh,
So when
that's
someone's like, hey, where you at? My Ex's Place? Gets you in trouble.
Goodness gracious.
Goodness gracious restaurant.
Or anything.
Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. That song's just playing on repeat in the kitchen. Drive your kitchen
I
mats
think we
down,
might be
sap
in
mad,
the
mad
clear
sap.
here. Uh-oh.
Goodness gracious gourmet.
Oh no. Oh no, it's dog food.
Human food that dogs love.
goodness gracious.
Yeah, we could do a restaurant, then that's dog food.
That's awesome. They literally got it. They got me to say it. It's a great product.
Stand behind him. Goodness gracious. Good for you
Hey,
guys.
we'll take that sponsor as well.
I don't even eat that kind of dog food.
Me neither. Not my favorite. I like wet dog food.
I would start.
I'll start. If that's what it takes to get the sponsorship, I don't think I want the sponsorship.
And if you're watching this tonight, you will know that tomorrow is Nick Schwartzen in the house.
Yeah, good old Nick.
What
I'm
are we gonna
excited
do?
for that.
How are we gonna make this work? I'm so perplexed on how I'm gonna make this work. Because we have to give the people the podcast.
Do we do it from Facebook? Podcast one episode from Facebook in line at the show? Because we're pretty much gonna be there. No.
That seems.
We'd have to,
Well,
but if we get here right at 5 and hit it right at 5, get done, and it'd be a short one. It's gonna be a short one. I don't know if we can make that work, but then be done by 6. We can get to the show by 6:30. But
I think I can we'll have to play this one by ear.
yeah, we'll see.
It's gonna be a tricky day because I'm definitely not missing that show.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so jacked. He's gonna crush it.
I should probably make sure my kids are getting watched while that show happens.
That was literally the make it or break it. I was like, is my guy gonna come through? He's gonna come through, and he said yes, and I said yes.
And I said dope.
It is okay. But I'm sure I will have to take care of him heavily.
Yes.
Someday he will come at me and ask for a favor. And I will have to.
You tell me this other guy break his knees.
Gotta break his legs.
You gotta break his knees. Is that what do they call? Does they call it breaking legs when you juke somebody out, or break ankles? Ankles.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah,
Breaking ankles.
So breaking knees is
Your
still.
age is showing really bad.
We could definitely keep that for a shirt, right? Because everyone's like, "I'll break your ankles," but not everyone's like, "I'll break your knees."
Oh, nobody has breaking knees.
So we could take that as a shirt.
But they do
idea.
have break your legs. I'll break them.
Break a leg. Oh, you know what?
You can't see it underneath this table,
Look-
but I'm breaking my legs.
Go look that up. Why do they say break a leg before a show? I can't remember the meaning behind it, but it was fairly interesting. When you get on, sorry to interrupt you watching your truck simulator video there. Hey, I get it. I love that game. I get it. I understand.
He wasn't even mad. He was impressed.
Yeah, play with me. Break a legs in the English language uses. Here, can you read? While talking into your mic?
I'm waiting for him to go through his thing, though.
Okay. We're just wondering why it says
Keep
that.
going.
Use the theater. Good luck.
It's a German expression first attributed in the 1930s. What?
Back it up, bud. Back it up. Keep it back in right there. 1930s or possibly 1920s, originally documented without specifically theatrical associations. Among professional dancers, the traditional saying is not break a leg, but the French word merde, literally shit.
What?
So take a shit before you get out there.
That was not the meaning I thought.
going.
But
Is that the
okay.
end of that paragraph?
Yeah.
That's a beautiful end of a paragraph. Hey, don't go out there and fall and break a leg. Just
Break the shit. Is that what they're saying?
I think it was just saying shit before, or I don't
Weird.
even know.
The other
Alternative terms, alternative meanings. What?
see, because I thought it was
You got
something
us
else.
down a damn
Yeah, this is a weird
break
rabbit
a
hole.
leg rabbit hole.
Why? Because I thought it was because like someone once broke a leg or something, so then they were like portraying it, and then they ended up still becoming like a famous person or something. So when they say break a leg, it was in tribute to some previous.
Because it
ballerina,
really doesn't
but
make a sense. Because like if you are an actor and you break your leg,
it's not good.
it must be like a horse. We must have put you down.
We must take him
We have
outside.
to shoot you.
We had to take him outside and medically assist in his death.
Must happen.
Dang, dude, horses all the time get mated. MAID, mated. Dang, dude, you don't want none of that.
That is
You'll get made, dude.
medically
Assisted in
Death.
death.
Dang. Maid.
No, we
Not
don't.
the kind of maid I wanted.
Brutal. I'm actually gonna think about getting me one of them. I think it'd be so
Maid.
much easier to handle everything in a house if I had.
Even, dude, even with this, you know, I mean, what? Couple of hours? A month, maybe? Just do it once a month, come in, do a
I'm
deep
at the
clean
point
once a
where I'm
month.
like, hey, can you just make my place more spiffy? I was even thinking about swapping out like outlet covers in here, just because I'm tired of seeing them. I go to all these new houses and I come in here, I'm like, needs updated. Needs updated.
Just the covers? You leave the cream centers?
Yeah. I guess I could pull all those out, all the outlets out,
See,
and do the whole 9 yards.
I would just leave them. The outlets covers cream if you got cream innards. Let's paint them all pink.
No. You can paint all yours at your brother's house pink. He'd love that.
He'd love it if the whole house was pink.
I bet we could
If
even
we-
tell him if it was yellow. I bet he wouldn't get mad.
What's the yellow that we need? What was our yellow? Optimistic
Yellow.
Optimistic yellow.
And we'll be right back.
We'll do optimistic yellow with a really, really light yellow trim. And then in the spot where you could do a little two-tone on that house, we'll do purple. Or green. So it's like a Green Bay Packers house. Yeah, that's it. It'd be perfect. I would probably never be allowed over again. And would be homeless. And then I'd have to start working at the gym that we're going to open. And go up in the fighting ranks. And become the world's first bum UFC champion. So would that be a whole weight class? The whole weight class is just bum? Instead of doing all, different weights, everyone's just in one weight class. If you're just hearing this for the first time, guys, we are going to get a gym, train homeless people, and we're going to legitimize a homeless fight club. It's legit, though, because they'll sign contracts and, maybe get paid a little bit from promotional and, all the UFC events, octagons. Can we use, what's not an octagon, but a couple more sides? What's 12-sided? Instead of 8 sides, we'll do a 12-sided. I don't even know what that is. 12 sides. Anybody know? Anybody comments? Let's see. We're going to get an answer from DJ here. A dodecagon. That thing looks sweet. That picture right there of a dodecagon is sick, bro. Yep. Everyone get in the dodecagon. We'll fight. Got it, bro. For our homeless fight club, we're going to use a dodecagon instead of an octagon. It's a 12-sided figure.
Is that because for more fighters?
Oh, I wasn't even thinking about that. But yeah, we could have cage matches and we could have like the WWE style events, right? That is starting to smell so good.
Yeah. Every time you gotta pop in real quick and make sure nothing's burning.
Oh, yeah.
Helping out we can. Oh, and we got DJ even leaving the building. This is the kind of chaos we gotta deal with.
Everybody,
We just gotta keep it moving. If my little brother has not passed off, but this wise words of wisdom is we just have to keep going.
Just
regardless.
keep swimming.
And
As
you will
Dory would
see
say.
us with the coffees, and you will see us with the episodes. And we're going to keep going, regardless. If we have to drag our asses to this thing 5
And
days a
my
week,
kids have to go to bed a half an hour late. So be it.
make this stuff happen.
Yeah, we got to do
You
it.
don't understand. Hey, Daddy did this for you.
One day. They will understand, though. They will understand one day.
One day, and I'll never see it until it's.
I called my dad when I was 25, and I was like, thank you. Sorry. You did a really good job in raising me. And I'm proud of, yeah. Finally, I was about 25 when I called him and told him. You did good shit. Good stuff.
right? So then we got Schwartzen. We're gonna go see him. It's gonna be absolutely an amazing time. We're on a podcast. But this job is we're catching up to the other guys, and every day I get hit with another thing to jump through a hoop on.
Another color change. Another.
It's just like you have to keep, just keep figuring out. Like, I told my son this since the day he was born, maybe even too early, but just gotta learn to roll with these punches.
Yeah.
It's never gonna be perfect. I don't know who has got their schedules down to this absolute and then is also living their life to the fullest.
Yeah. It's so, dude, I feel like we've been moving nonstop since we started the podcast. Always doing something.
But that's also in association with, I'm sure, just being around. The more we have wanted to do more.
Yeah. And even just the editing side for me, I've been fucking nonstop on my editing. Even Izzy's just like, oh, you're editing? Because I did get a video in today, too.
Oh.
Video, bath, laundry, dinner, then got myself ready. So yeah, I was all over the house, dude.
And I was like, man, I got my son so self-sufficient. He's on it. I was like, God forbid I ever die. My son's ready to pick up the torch. He's ready to run with it.
I'm not there yet, but I do have Izzy pretty well trained in the mornings. She can get up and get herself some cereal.
Oh, that's way down.
Yeah, helped a lot because she used to wake up like 6:30 in the morning. I'm like, fuck you, it is summertime. I'm sleeping.
Yeah, I was like, damn, that just seems like such a lifetime ago. It is nice to like reminisce on bath time and all that stuff. But man, it's been so long ago for me at this point.
I can't wait. I keep trying to like get him to take showers and shit, but not so lucky. Not yet.
There's a issue with the water in the face. I don't know why you can go and splash and go to a pool, but as soon as the water is coming down into your face, it's a problem.
I love it. That's my zen time. Dude.
I don't like staring into the water though either. I turn my head away from it.
I usually will do to where I guess it's hitting like right up here, so it's all just running down. But I still do stick my face in it too.
I hardly ever do that.
Just a nice sit there for a minute.
Yeah, I enjoy like when you're looking at feeling away from it. I get real yogi in the shower though. I think I might honestly have like pushed a rib out or done something. It feels like it feels like you got punched in the rib. Like that's how it feels. Like I really just took like 5 or 10 shots to the back of my rib.
Dang.
I have no idea really what it is. Still in great spirits. Still crushing it.
Yeah,
still handling business.
I would have never like noticed if you didn't say anything. Because you're not like
so
you're
weird.
working slow or.
But you'll take I would like go to reach something like way up high, and then I lose all breath. Yeah, I'm like, this is painful, and push through the pain. Can't breathe.
Would that be a rib? Yeah.
I have no idea what it is.
Damn.
But it's all right. It's fine. We keep on moving. We keep on trucking along.
The moment you stop moving is the moment you die.
I even beyond that, I'm like, well, things just don't get done.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a pretty firm believer that your body can withstand a hell of a lot more than you give it credit for.
I think a lot of it is mental, for
Even
sure.
my son just broke his arm, broke his wrist, and he's been all great spirits about it. He's over here, he's like, I don't need that Tylenol, Daddy. I'm good to go now, Daddy. I'm handling it.
Oh, whoa.
Ever graceful. Like
9.5, 9.5.
9.5. Nice. We usually don't get a what's it called? We have
a remount? A dismount and a remount, yeah.
We usually don't get a remount score, so that's good. We got the first remount score.
Score.
Did we do anything exciting for this Episode 20?
Episode 20, dude.
Episode 20? 20 of these
20.
bad boys?
Holy
We got
shit.
20 hours. Maybe even more.
That's-
25 hours.
That's
maybe
4
even
weeks,
more.
dude. Because if we're doing 5 a day, 5 a week, 20 episodes, that's 1 month we've been doing this.
Look
now.
at us. Look at us.
Look at us. Look at us.
Who would have thought?
Hey,
Nobody believed.
we did it.
And I think only like a handful of you still believe. But
That's
we are going to keep
We did it.
jamming ourselves down your throat until you learn to enjoy us.
We've done it. We did it.
It was, I looked at the statistics. It said 50% chance we make it.
Oh,
It's pretty good, solid
yeah.
odds.
Check this. That's a good statistics, dude.
50% of the time, every time.
Man, there's a 25% chance every time that you fail.
There's a 100% guarantee you will never succeed or fail if you never try in the first
You
place.
miss every shot that you don't take.
Facts. So,
Mm.
yes, but I'm doing that. We're doing that. We're going for it.
My
And
Tinder, I'm swiping. All of them.
How's that?
All of them.
How is it on that front?
No, not. I talk a lot about Tinder, but I hate it.
You're never on it?
No, rarely. I do get on sometimes and do some likes, but I never get any matches or anything.
No matches, nothing?
No, if I do, you can tell they're fake. It's like pictures from Europe, and it's like 2 pictures from Europe, and you're like, yeah, you're fake. Sometimes I like to play along, though.
How long? Well, you can't just keep sorting through the fakes till you find a real. Every single one is
Yeah,
fake.
I never get matched with the real one. Pretty
Wow.
much. Yeah.
Why do you
Because I
keep?
don't pay for Tinder Gold. You have to pay
You
for it.
should swipe the opposite direction for the really hot ones and only wait for a real human.
I used to just mad dash swipe right on everything. Then you get in some trouble though, because it's like trans woman seeking friendship, and I'm like,
But also, that makes for a way better story.
yeah. Hey,
What do you want to? What do you want to get scammed, or would you rather say, "Hey, how's it going, David?"
oh sorry, Daniela. Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
Veronica.
At
What's
least-
wrong?
Hey, Veronica. At least they're honest, though. That is true.
Man, I'm not personally. It's not my cup of tea. I don't get what other man looks at another man in a dress when that man has a beard and goes, "Yep, she's from me. That's mine right there."
That's my gal.
That seems like so much, just too much dude. Yeah, my son's on it.
Does sound like too much, dude, though.
It is starting to smell absolutely incredible.
Mm-hmm. I'm starting to get blown away with some chicken Alfredo. One of my favorites. Actually, one of my signatures at the house, too.
Ooh. And on that note, time to check back in.
Chicken Alfredo. What is everyone else's favorite type of pasta? When I do make my chicken Alfredo, I do use different types of noodles every time too. And I haven't really found one that is to go to all the time. Butterfly's kind of nice, but it also is nice doing a full-on like long noodle for the chicken Alfredo. It's one thing I do enjoy now more than I did when I was younger is cooking. I'm trying to do all the spices and getting the meat to be a little bit different than the sauce, so you even get a little bit of spiciness. I've been doing a little bit more spice in my meats lately. My kids do not like that though, so unfortunately, it is pretty minimal if I'm cooking for the kids. But if they are ever with their mom, I try to do things a little bit spicier. Been trying to spice things up a little bit, you know. Just, I don't know. Chicken is always a go-to. I was in the Cayman Islands traveling when I was younger with my parents, and they got so mad because I always ordered chicken. I wouldn't try any like the local seafoods. of the areas that we were in. And I was just like, man, I know I like chicken. We're going to spend $20 on this meal at this fancy ass restaurant. I think you would want me to have something that you know I'm going to eat, not some calamari. Although calamari was good. I did try some of that. They finally convinced me to try something different than chicken. But it's just like, chicken is always a good go-to. I did it the other night when we went to the grandstand after the Kava House. Chicken. Had some good old chicken strips. They have some of the best chicken wings at the grandstand, like hands down. And then, I don't know, Dairy Queen, I used to always get the chicken strip basket, but lately I have not been. So I guess there is a deviation of my chicken intake. But the kids love chicken nuggets. I love McDonald's chicken nuggets. Who knows if those are even real chicken or not. But the crunch on the breading of a chicken nugget, nothing beats it. Nothing beats it. Pretty much been talking chicken this whole time, so now I'm getting really
I heard
hungry.
chicken nugget.
Yeah, chicken nugget. Yeah, that's probably like
The
my go-to.
disgustingness of it?
No, the crunchiness, dude. The crunchiness
Sometimes.
of an
That's
outer
such a
shell.
hit or miss when it comes to the chicken nugget.
The McDonald's in the Heights does very good
Are
because
you
they
sure?
are always crunchy.
I have gone up there and I've had definitely some.
I have had a soggy nugget, and nobody likes a soggy nugget.
They don't do. I've definitely gone up there and I'm like, but I've never had
one
the
deep?
balls to ever go, can I get some new nuggets? I'd feel like the biggest man baby to be like, can I get some hot nuggets, please?
These nuggets aren't crunchy enough for me. I do actually. When I go to Dairy Queen, I go there frequently enough that maybe they won't get mad, but I want to just be like, take your fries, throw them back in the fryer, or take my box of fries, throw them back in the fryer for like 1 more minute, and then hook them up. Because Dairy Queen French fries, when they are a little bit extra crispy,
I am to the point where I'm almost exclusive doing seasoned fries.
seasoned, huh?
I do not mess around with these basic fries. I'm almost exclusive seasoned fries. I'm almost back on JoJo train.
And you air frying?
Yes.
Yes, the air fryer. I don't know who invented it. Maybe we need to look it up because I'm getting his name tattooed on my butt.
You're gonna really. How many views would it take for you actually
Dude,
tattoo
honestly,
it on your-
100%.
How many?
If we get 1 million views on one of our reels, any of them, I will tattoo this guy's name on my butt. Swear to God. For 1 million views, I'll do it.
1 million views. Or
I'll do it.
So what if 1 million seems excessive?
It
This is-
probably
this
is
is
going to
the
seem
first-
excessive, but dude, that's
This is the
someone's
first.
name.
This is the first. Yeah, but
That's someone's name on my butt, and probably a male's name. I'm not being
what if it's
sexist,
a woman?
but
What if it's a woman?
I'll be okay with that. Then I can make up
What
some
if-
story about how I married the air fry lady, and that's why her name's on my butt.
She hit you with a cease and assist. She's like, you shall not have my name
will
on
get my
your
name
ass.
off your ass. You
It is
get
a
my name.
no.
My name is sacred. Should not be right there. Fred Von
de Wish.
Fred Von der Weij. Fred Von der Weij. Von der Weij? Nice.
He's a Dutchman.
We work. It's boiling over! Man overboard! But the air fryer is a wonderful thing. I use it for 90% of my dinners now. And we have a double one where it's got 2 baskets, so you can do your chicken on one side and your french fries on the other side. It is superb. But I am not doing the seasoned fries. Not that I have anything against them, but I like there's some fries I get from Albertsons that are thin, like McDonald's sized, and they crisp up really, really good. But I am a big fan of crispy fries. And I don't understand how people can be a fan of this, like, not crispy fries, but that's totally a thing. And I've heard somebody say that they are. Oh, you hear those guys in there? The sizzle? We got the sizzle? Alright, guys, let's ASMR some sizzle real quick. Yeah, get that sizzle. Sizzle and an echo. Alright, cool. We'll use that for our Jimmy John's commercial, maybe. Huh? I think we got, dude, we're gonna beg for a Jimmy John's commercial.
Where are we hitting it right now?
I just hit some
Hey,
ASMR.
Jimmy John's.
Hey, Jimmy John's, where the sizzle's at.
Hey, we're so fast. Freaky fast delivery. Jimmy John's, keep after it.
Or is it Chipotle that does the sizzle? Is that Chipotle's thing?
I have
Hey.
no idea. Hey,
Hey, Chipotle. Sizzle on.
Sizzle, keep sizzling.
Sizzle on.
Sizzle hard.
Yeah, I was ASMRing some sizzle noises, so I was over there like that. Yeah,
I
because he
see,
said
I
that's all he
see.
could hear. The
This is
sizzle.
perfect. That's all you're hearing? You're hearing some popping and sizzling in
The
it?
sizzle.
Do they love it? Is it good ASMR, DJ? You think the people love it? Do you think the people hate it? Are they getting hungry in their own ears?
Izzy was literally stirring her ramen noodles that I made tonight, and it was making the... And she's like, how come that's kind of a nice sound? And I'm like, it's not.
You're disgusting, Izzy.
It's like,
Stop that.
you would enjoy mac and cheese
Stop that.
ASMR. You're gross. You're gross.
I've not been afraid to say it. I called my son gross. He's done some really gross stuff.
And we found out yesterday it's still 60% of people who use the internet are listening to ASMR. Isn't that what we found out
Yeah.
yesterday? What the
Yeah, disgusting.
Where are you? Is that what we need to whisper our podcast? 'Cause
That'd be
we'll
so
do it.
funny if you're just in here. You like that, you little freak? You want some more of that, you little nasties?
You're just like doing the beard scratch. Whiteboards.
This is for my fans.
This is actually for DJ. Farting to it real quick. Got him.
Yeah, until he's at his headphones.
Thinks no one can hear him. So you're not supposed to wear your headphones that way. You're not supposed to cover your nose.
He's like, I'm never changing the way I wear my headphones.
I've always been a big fan of putting the one headphone behind my ear so I could still hear.
What? You said
you'll
you'll check on the noodles? Okay.
Oh shit, go check on the noodles. Das noodles. What kind of noodles are you using? No one's telling me what kind of noodles we're using here. I don't know what I signed up for on this endeavor. And these chairs are about to break. Especially with how much he's getting in and out of his chair. I am surprised that thing has not fallen apart yet. There is only 1 out of the 6 back brace poles that are in its normal location. 2 out of the 6 that are in the location they're supposed to be. So we are very concerned for his chair, but hopefully it does give out when we're live, because that is going to make a good ass clip if we don't end up with a hole in the wall. Either way, it'd be good. We'd like it. We'd love it. Ooh, that must be the final seasoning on that. That is smelling so good. What is some of your guys' favorite meals? Like I said, we are cooking mine tonight. Chicken Alfredo is one of my favorites, and that is what is being cooked.
Is there
Behind
something
me
that
this
you
way?
do anything special when it comes to your chicken Alfredo?
Well, I always do cream cheese.
You put cream cheese in your chicken Alfredo. Interesting.
Cream cheese, or is it? Yeah. cream cheese. And that just makes it a little bit thicker. But I will say, my ex-wife made homemade Alfredo sauce.
You're saying your ex-wife I made it a good sauce?
It was a good sauce.
Oh, the best of the sauces.
My brother famously says it is so delicious that you don't care that it gives you the shits the next day.
It's so good that it doesn't even matter that she takes half.
Yeah. That's pretty good. But no, he's like, dude, it wrecks my stomach every time, but I will
It's
always
so
say yes. He's
good.
like,
Doesn't
"It's so
matter.
worth it."
I gotta sell my house.
But I don't know how. I don't have that recipe, and it was actually like pretty legit. You have to like
Not so
melt
good to
cheese.
fix our marriage, but pretty good
But
otherwise.
pretty good chicken Alfredo. I like it. We don't get along, but the one time she cooked,
The one time I actually got the sauce, it was so good.
the salsa.
It probably wasn't even that good of a sauce. You just had it one time, and you're like, if I could just get that sauce
Make me the
one more
sauce.
time.
Can you make me the sauce? Take that down the bill.
Did you have it more than once? You
Oh
had
yeah.
it more than once.
Yeah.
Okay,
She did it.
cause-
She did it quite often.
Nice.
But my mom's go-to is always porcupine balls. I do know how to do the porcupine balls.
It is kind of hard to mess with a porcupine ball, though.
You know, she actually makes porcupine cubes, and then they turn into ball shapes. You make them as cubes so that you can actually brown all the sides. If you make a ball, it's like hard to brown. So she's like, because I called her once. I was like, how do you brown all your sides? I was like, I can't. It just tries to keep flipping to the one that's already burnt. She's like, cubes. You make cubes. I was like, okay. Then you just
Change the game.
That's my
How would you
spatula
ever
work.
have known? No, that was the case.
Yeah, you have to ask.
Family secrets.
Yep.
And now, if you didn't have a mother, at least you have Curtis's mom coming
know
through
what?
with the family secrets.
Guess what? Yeah, if I'm never back, it's because I went to visit my mom. She's like, you're giving away the secrets. Breaking your
Family
knees.
secrets.
You gave away the family secrets.
You think I'm
break your
above
knees.
making my son handicapped, huh?
Huh? We'll get to great benefits.
Your mom starts pressing you for her advertisement. Because your mom's got her cleaning company.
My mom's killing it, dude.
She probably don't even need the advertising.
Nah, because she will literally be cleaning the whole town soon. Everyone's getting older in that town.
Oh, I thought you meant like she's gonna be cleaning, like she's going on a little bit of a spree.
My
Is
mom's
she?
going John Wick on their asses with Febreze and Clorox. No, yeah, so that's what she's got a lot of houses. She does like a couple every week, other ones two or three times a month. So like she got 4 days off in a row, and she ran up here to come hang out with the kids because that was the only time she had 4 days off in that whole month. So
And that's because they just want to get after
gotta
it.
stay busy, yep.
what
Especially
are you
when my
gonna-
dad's working and he's out of town for 2-3 weeks at a time.
Because is a life on a yacht really sustainable? How long could you stay entertained in the middle of the ocean on your $30 million mega yacht?
Would you go on a cruise?
I can go on a cruise for maybe a month tops before I need to be done with this.
I don't even know if I could make it. If it was stopping every now and again, that would
Yeah.
be different. But like 30 days out on the water by like with
Because you can
no
cover
land,
so
I don't know
much.
if I could do that.
You can cover so much land in that amount of time. So if you say you went to even start at the top of the coast of over
Yes.
by Maine and you worked all your way down, I bet it would take like a month to probably go to in and out around.
And that would be cool. Go from Maine all the way down to the Keys, and then through the canal maybe, and come across back up to Seattle. That would be cool.
Well, I bet even if I'm saying if you want to go coast all the way down like through
South
South
America, yeah, that
America,
would actually be really cool.
and then come back up, because I'm sure that would take like a month.
Stopping every day, because I think it's like every day, you travel overnight, and then every day you're stopping in a new port. Shit.
How long is a typical cruise? 10 days? 14 days?
Yeah, 7-day cruise, I thought.
7-day cruise?
A week.
I bet it all depends on how long you want to actually be in a cruise for.
Yeah.
I bet some people just get left on a cruise.
Well, there was a couple old guys I saw, or someone was talking about some old guys that instead of going to a retirement home, they just cruise all year round. Because it's like the same amount as if they were going to be in this fancy retirement home to just go literally cruise all year round.
If you knew that you were going to be, dying, might as well jump off the cruise ship.
Nah, dude.
What?
I'd ride that out. Can you imagine?
I'm saying, obviously, you've been on the cruise ship a while.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'm an old man. I've been doing
the funeral?
Been doing 4 or 5 years of cruises, and I'm starting to get sick, and my kids are kind of seeing me decline. Yeah, we'll go swimming with the fishies.
That'd be pretty dope, honestly.
Rodeo.
Just swan dive off the front of oh man, they're having a beautiful Titanic moment. Oh, look at old man. Oh, there he goes.
Do you really think you're going to just ruin everybody's cruise?
Believe you're not ruining very many people's cruises. They're really like, that crazy old man. What was he thinking?
As I'm jumping, I'm going to say, it was the captain in the stage. Or in the
You know what I bet you would actually say? Check the noodles.
Check the noodles. Oh. No, I'd be like, who's the captain with the wrench on the ship deck? Make everybody confused on the way down, like a game of Clue. And you still never answered me. What kind of noodles are we rocking tonight? Just some good old regular spaghetti noodles? Because that's lame. When and where did Hurricane Milton make landfall? So wait, I thought it didn't yet. Or
Just recently.
Oh, that's fresh. Milton looks like it's starting to hit landfall right now. We got fresh news about it starting to hit landfall.
Oh no. This is way ahead of schedule. Full 24 hours, it seems like.
When and where? So maybe these guys are just speculating. I hate headlines that do that.
But there was tornadoes
Like rain,
that were
coming off of them. How is there not more like little
because
weird
it
weather?
wasn't the eye of the storm that becomes such an issue. It's right outside the eye, where it's a problem.
Where
and
it's
those
the
guys
worst.
actually are creating these NATOs.
I mean, I'm surprised there's not more little, either smaller hurricanes or smaller tornadoes that don't get twisted off of a hurricane
This
like
is
that.
gonna sound crazy, right? What if I told you that I watched a prediction that said this was going to be the year that we see an F6 in Alabama? And they even said Greenville. Is Greenville in Alabama?
Greenville, Alabama, an F6 tornado.
An F6. No, it's not even a thing.
F6. What?
The amount of destruction is going to cause.
What classification is that? An F6 is like, what is there, an F5? A category?
It becomes
Category
damage.
6? Damage wise?
Yeah.
Greenville, Alabama is a city. Yes, it is.
So, I mean, if that does in fact happen, then I have to go follow the rest of these ones that he did predict, because there was like 7 or 8 of them. And if it's the case, I have to make a few investments and you might never see me again. But we'll just see how this plays out, because everything seems to be this way now.
Man, yeah, and they are getting bombarded. Like I said, if they do get hit with the next one, that Nadine, that's behind Milton, man, dude, no way. I hope not. Slams into Florida. Well, prayers go out to
And
everybody.
then if you're high, just don't drive.
Well, dude,
Brought to you by the National Institution of
did everybody get off that bridge?
Association.
Did everybody get off the bridge in Florida? Or is
I
it
told you.
still landlocked? Or is it still...
Do you have the
stop
name of the
traffic?
specific?
No, I'd have to look it up.
I feel like
It's
this.
the highway in the Keys, though.
It's so tough when it comes to this because I also found the most legit tattoo artist that I want to do here in town.
Who's that?
I don't even know if I want to give her name out until after the tattoo is done. But $100 for a deposit. What do you
It's
think?
not bad.
Worth it? Totally worth it.
Yeah, it depends on...
The work looks so legit. I showed it to DJ. DJ verified?
Good work, yeah. Hell yeah.
I've been waiting to find my artist.
That's
and I think I found my artist.
That's the key. Finding, yeah. I've gotten all of my tattoos have been from different artists, and it's just because I happen to live in different places every time I got a tattoo.
She does really, really good old school character work. And I'm so excited. I really, because that's the beautiful thing when it comes to tattoos. I would rather, like yours was obviously really planned, and you almost have to go in there and they have to just draw it up and.
Yeah, I built this design.
Yes.
I went to my computer and set it up, and then she had to forming it to my arm was the fucking challenge.
I
That's why
would
it
much
doesn't- it's
rather
not
go to
perfect.
my tattoo artist and say, "Here's my arm, have at it." I don't want to. I'd say stifle the creativity of the artist.
Yep, I definitely usually let artists have pretty full creativity. Like for the one on my chest here, this was all supposed to be slash marks. It was not supposed to be like bubbles. But he started going, he's like, dude, I think it would look really cool if we did it like more of like a paint splatter than these slashes. And I was like, dope, go for it, dude. Like, do your thing. So I let him pretty much have control.
Nice.
So for the most part, I will, like, because each artist is going to have their twist to things. So you can't.
Do you think he got into it and was like, I don't think I can do these slash marks. Maybe if I tell him we can just do paint splatter.
Maybe. But if that's what he had to do to make it look good, then I'm cool.
You always wonder. inside of the
Or
tattoo
maybe he had done it
artist's mind.
a couple spots where he's like, shit, I didn't mean to, but I'm making it bubbles, not slashes. And who knows? Either way, I loved it. I love it. It's a
Right.
great tat.
I haven't gotten a tattoo since I was 23.
Damn.
So it has been a minute, and I think I've waited patiently long enough.
Yeah.
I was in
So-
definitely no rush to get a whole mess of tattoos until
Yeah.
I knew
What you wanted, yeah. It's also a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
That's the dope part too, is if you do it right, it's money well invested versus money well wasted.
Yeah.
Because the experience is always fun, so it's well wasted, and then at the end of the day, I think
Ink therapy to me. I enjoy it. Also, jerky. Jerky is like your best snack when you're going to get a long tattoo.
I was gonna say jerky is borderline crack prices. Who's got
Yeah.
the money to afford that stuff? Am I right? Noodles.
Noodles. Goodness gracious. Noodles and caboodles. Goodness gracious. That would be a good restaurant. If I was doing a restaurant, what would I, my man? Scones and muffins, maybe? Because all you need is one oven. Get in early enough in the morning, you make scones and muffins. So a bakery? I'm just talking about a bakery. That's what I'm fucking talking about. It's not really a restaurant if all you're doing is pastries. Huh? It's very true. Man, it is crazy. He's watching some hurricane stuff right now and seeing these live cameras. Looks like that one up in the top left has water where that's not supposed to be. Dang. There's a lot of independent news reporters on like everywhere. This guy's on YouTube and he's just an independent news reporter. Ryan Hall, y'all. Yeah, oh, okay. Interesting. Storm chasing Ryan Hall, y'all. He's doing it all from his computer, though. And then he just pulls up live camera footage of the areas that he's chasing. Dang. That one looks nuts. Where is that? Yeah. That one's going crazy. Man, the people who stay, you know, they have hurricane parties where everybody hangs out so that they can storm the hurricane together. That's crazy. Florida man stays and gets taken out by a hurricane at a party. Jeez. Major Hurricane Milton, landfall coverage. This is why I could never live in Florida or anywhere that expects hurricanes once a year. That hurricane season comes through, and you just gotta like be prepared that the chances of a hurricane coming through your house. Yeah, no.
I mean, absolutely terrible things.
I would never buy a property that you had to have special insurance because it needs hurricane coverage.
How much is that extra for that type of coverage, I wonder?
Oh, I'm sure it's outrageous.
What do you think? Is it just one extra thing that they charge on top of it? Or is it so often that...
I feel like your insurance company, if you have a home that is in a potential hurricane zone, they can charge you extra. I'm sure. Because
Are you trying to
need more
say
coverage.
that your insurance companies don't have your best interest in mind?
I would never say that. State Farm, I need a 10% discount on my next car insurance. Hey!
Hey, Geico, Progressive.
Geico is canceling coverage on Cybertrucks. Hey!
Hey.
Why, Geico? Why?
We need sound
Elon
effects.
not cool enough for the cool club?
He's pretty down with.
Actually, it is pretty. It's pretty interesting to see that Dr. Phil is out there doing shit for hurricane relief. Trump's raising a shitload of money. Elon Musk came out and he's giving a bunch of people Starlink. That's super cool.
Wait, you're just giving it?
Yeah,
to people?
they're just
If
taking
you're in
it.
crowd, or because you
They're
gotta buy the panels. The panel is the expensive thing. That's like $150.
yeah. He's just going. He's been taking them down and dishing them out to people down there.
Here we are.
We could use the Starlink. Go live anywhere.
Sometimes I don't like my shirts get so worn out. You know what I mean? I'm like, is my posture really just terrible, or is the shirt worn out, or what's going on?
My shirts get worn out, or probably prematurely because I don't fold them all the time. Leave them in a basket. I have a clean basket.
Remember, sometimes it gets hot in that kitchen, boy.
Yeah.
But no matter what, you still gotta cook. Cause you the chef, dog.
I'm hungry.
You think I did it as good as
Bobby
Man,
Lee
I
Jones?
no, from 85 South.
I go on and on about him all the time. What is his name?
I don't know.
DCE, Young Fly. Thank you.
There's people out there, dude. They're just hanging out.
My son just informed me that he's got a friend who is down there, and they didn't leave.
They didn't? Oh, man.
Not even a bad thing because they have a hurricane-proof house.
Dang.
They
How?
will be just fine.
I can't believe those people are just standing there watching that.
If you legitimately made your whole place out of
The whole bottom.
Let's just break down this Three Little Pigs scenario.
put them in brick and mortar, you good to go in this scenario?
Brick is porous. somewhat. So how much will a brick wall hold back water?
DJ, can we go ahead and Google that a little bit? What
Will
is
a brick wall? Is a brick porous enough to let a flood in? Because that's a good question. Because I know you were talking about how you shouldn't paint over brick because technically brick is porous, right?
Yeah, not unless it's sealed.
Never waterproof.
It's never waterproof. So if
Little piggy's getting drowned, his brick house would
the
be
wolf just need to keep getting creative.
flood the
You ain't
valley.
even-
Yeah, break the dam up the river and flood the whole river.
I don't know. If they had that chimney, you go out there with the hose and you get
Start
flooded them piggies right out of there.
Come on, little wolf.
Because
Be-
they have a
be
whole
better,
different story.
dude.
Did you ever watch that one? It was like a Little Red Riding Hoodwinked. You ever watch that one?
Yeah.
What a classic. Shout out Hoodwinked. We had another and then we
Those
lost them. I
classic
wonder who
movies.
tuned in and said, ugh.
Classic movies, 2019.
Who do you think tuned in long enough to say, ugh?
They tuned in long enough for you to go check the noodles twice, dude.
They were excited? They were like, man, that guy's got the
They
moves.
were waiting to see the food, and now the food's not here yet. We're not eating on stream, so
I don't know if
that'd
that.
be weird.
Are you here for the mukbang?
I've seen people do that. Eat on stream. I'm like, dude, really? You're just gonna sit there and slurp
That's
some
what
noodles?
that, my son watches queso.
Oh, okay, so he makes sense that he eats on stream. I mean, look at him.
My son was staring at me offended because I brought up his
Called him.
name. About to insult him.
Everyone, I don't watch queso all the time. Not all the time, man.
The fact of the matter is, son, you're not getting paid to be on this, so I'm going to need you to shut your mouth and stay off my podcast.
Dude, queso's chat is hilarious, bro.
Hey, I will end our podcast if you're going to sit here and do this.
What?
Fall in line. Get it together. All right, we're
Fuck
back.
you.
We're back.
We're going full queso. Fucking get
Queso
his chat.
is an
He's-
overweight.
His chat is so hilarious.
He is
dude.
not.
No, he's not.
Exactly.
But his
Thank
chat,
you. Thank you. Thank you.
his
You
chat.
enjoy torturing and propping up a sad, fat man.
He can take a good joke.
He can. He's got some thick skin,
Yeah,
that boy.
because-
He can really. But it also seemed like those jokes did get to him. He got to be a big individual.
Yeah.
How much? I might regret this. Son, how much did Queso get up to weight wise?
I don't know. That's it. I've been watching it though. Too.
Well, fine. I would just have my own person do it. DJ, can you tell me what Queso's weight was at his heaviest? And this has been the night I've had with my son. You know what I mean? That's how it is. He's trying to flex for some reason.
Weight
he's trying to act tough
300 to
off
400
camera.
pounds. Jeez.
No, and I can't do nothing until I turn these cameras off. And then it's going down, everybody. My son's getting that smackdown.
Bang.
What would you do? I'm almost like, okay, America, if my son is defiant actively on camera, then I should be able to do what has to happen next.
Do what
It's
must be
on-
done.
I mean, it's on camera.
We have
Everybody
proof.
saw it. Everybody hears how disrespectful he's being. I couldn't even get in trouble now. It's sponsored by the government.
We got proof. We'll just take
Hope you're happy, son. Hope you're happy. You brought this on yourself.
I'm great.
I can't find anywhere where his actual weight is. One said 200 to 300 to 400 pounds.
Hey.
But that's BS. He's not that big.
Go get the food, boy. Mr. Cool Guy over here. Mr. Cool Guy.
A bonus is waiting for me from DoorDash. What? You lying? I don't know what they're talking about.
Oh, that's probably gotta hurt your feelings a
They
little
lying,
bit.
dude.
You thought you were gonna get something nice. The fact that they still hit me with be a dasher in your area, even though I can't,
Oh, really?
really makes me mad. I'm like, stop. You shouldn't even be allowed to email me now.
Yeah.
Are you with me, people? If you
For
get
real,
denied a service, they should have to leave you alone.
Yeah, they should stop messaging me. Be a dasher in our area.
I sure hope that's how those douchebags over at DoorDash, because I'm Uber eating up in this piece, so it's Uber eat on this side of the
Damn,
table
dude.
all day, day.
Green versus
For
red,
life.
dude.
For
Green
life.
versus red.
Once I'm down with somebody, we for life, son. So Uber Eats, holla at your boy.
Hey,
Uber all day long.
who will get us a sponsorship versus Uber or DoorDash? Go.
Uber, come holla at your
I'm
boy.
saying DoorDash because I'm Team
Holla at
Red.
your boy.
I'm Team Red.
Man, DoorDash is whack, and they're Chinese owned. Uber, America. USA, USA, USA.
Uber Eats, more like Uber beats their wife.
Those are huge allegations to be thrown at Uber. More like DoorDasher getting smashed by her.
I need some work.
Yeah, that was probably. I mean, I didn't have it. I was on the mark. I was on the on the spot. I did my best.
DoorDash, more like Bad Rash. Yeah. I got
Yeah.
Cut that. I have to edit that part out. I'm trying to get that sponsorship.
DoorDash, more like big ball of trash.
Oh.
That's locked and loaded.
Uber Eats, more like Stinky Feets.
You just said that.
No, not Stinky Feet.
What did you just say?
I don't know. The last one wasn't Stinky
Was it
Feet.
not Stinky Feet? I was like,
No.
you just said the same thing.
No. Oh, no, because I said Beats.
Oh,
yeah, Uber
Beats your wife's.
Their
Oh,
wives,
okay.
yeah.
Which was also really terrible. I don't know why you're acting like that was good or something. DoorDash, more like take a giant splash.
One of those.
You got nothing?
Uber Eats, more like rotten meats.
I almost said one. That sucks when you're
Uber
like,
Eats.
yeah,
I
you're
got a
like,
good one with that one. God damn it. Say it. You want to say it. Fucking say it.
no,
We'll
because
edit
I'm
that
like,
one, yeah.
it wasn't that good. It only
was.
it wasn't that good. And once I realized I was going after the wrong squad, I was like, I'm
It
definitely,
really ain't good at that point.
definitely don't need to say that.
Oh,
I think I
that's
keep
funny.
that one to myself.
Oh.
But it's all Uber all day over here. That's what it
DoorDash,
is.
more like diaper rash. That's another one you could do. It's using rash again, but
There you go.
dirty stash, because the guy's got the nasty Fiji. You know,
You're losing it. You're losing it. Sometimes it's better to.
put on your head. I was never ahead. I've never been ahead.
We do have to. I mean, I know
Yeah,
he's
it's
the
about time
man
to get
behind the scenes, but I will. Before we leave, I gotta tell this great story. We do it lives in the mornings where we'll go and get some coffees, and we had our new. Well, I guess you were gonna be on the cameraman. It was your first day. I was giving Curtis some hell, and DJ was in the back seat, and he went to Curtis. He was like, nothing like hazing the new guy, cameraman. And Curtis is like, what are you talking about? And he said, DJ, never mind. I mean, forget about the stupidest thing I ever said. I'll never let him live it down. But everybody,
Can't get phased by the haze if you're not paying attention, bro.
like, share, subscribe,
All
and
those
on
good
those
things.
notes.